What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So, been a rough week. If you guys remember the last video I did, I posted on Tuesday, I think. I had mentioned that I thought I was getting sick, and boy, was I not wrong. Knocked on my butt. I worked through the whole thing. I mean, I didn't take any time off, which probably didn't help with as sick as I got. Let's see. Tuesday night felt awful. Just a little background. Postponed. We were supposed to record the new episode of the podcast. Tuesday, postponed that. Didn't feel well. Rescheduled for Friday. Wednesday, went to work all day, sick. On call Wednesday night, sick. Thursday, worse. Went to work, came home, got home at 4 o'clock, and by 4:15, out cold on the couch all night. Woke up the next day, go to work, sick. Postponed Friday's podcast because I was sick. So thank you guys, those of you that watch this. I used up an entire roll of shop towels blowing my nose on Friday. It was insane. Came home Friday night, went to bed at 6 o'clock, slept all the way through, got up yesterday, sick, slept on the couch literally all day. We had D&D scheduled, and I couldn't even get up. And it's an online D&D session, which is even worse. Couldn't even get up to do that. Just on my butt. Woke up this morning, starting to feel human again. My voice is back. I've taken enough Alka-Seltzer cold medicine to dry my nasal passages up for the next 3 years, I think. So that's good. Anyway, while I am sick, I came to the realization that I needed to declutter my room. It's not a good space right now. I was in a slump beforehand, and I think that kind of contributed to it. I don't want to say I'm not a hoarder by any stretch of the imagination, right? So, and I'm going to show you guys this. I'm going to show you around the room a little bit, and a lot of you guys are going to be like, "Are you kidding me? That's super clean compared to what I deal with or what the space I have." And that's probably true, but for me, it's not good. So, between that and the fact that I have these shelves over here, these two black shelves, usually slid tight in the corner together, right? We have our little black and white tuxedo cat, Blizzard, has seizures and has to be medicated twice a day. And he's smart, and he learned that he can go behind those shelves and hide back there when it's medication time. And with all of the stuff that's in this room, it's impossible to get him out of there without moving a bunch of stuff. So, we're going to declutter. That's what today, it's Sunday. It's like 7 a.m. I'm recording this. That's my main focus for today. Get this room back to being a good space for me to be in. I have permission from Heather to take some of these unbuilt kits and relocate them to a as least intrusive spot that I can find in the house as I can, and I think I have an idea for that. So, which is funny because my hobby is bleeding out into the rest of the house. It's already started to bleed into the basement, right? So now it's bleeding into other spots of the house, which tells me that I need to maybe not buy so many kits. We joke about that all the time, You know, like, oh, I got to build some of these kits. I got to stop buying kits, blah, 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 right? So, but seriously, I really probably should slow down on buying the kits that I buy and build a few. And, yeah, maybe I'll have some more room in here. So let me flip the camera around and I'll show you what's going on and explain to you a couple of my ideas. All right, I'll be right back. All right. Just like that, I'm back. So these are the shelves that I was talking about that Blizzard hides behind. And like I said, these are usually slid together. So these corners touch, right? And it leaves this little square open spot back here. And he hides in there. And then I have to slide, my comfy chair out of the way. I have to slide my table with my dehydrator and stuff out of the way. As recently, I have to move my bike out of the way. Just to be able to get him, because he has to be medicated. For those of you that are not familiar with seizure medication for pets, they have to be medicated about the same time every day. You really can't deviate too far from that. You know, an hour here or there is fine, but yeah, so we have a strict schedule that we follow anyway, and it doesn't make it easy when he's hiding back there. So my idea is to take this entire shelf of models, shelf and all, and relocate that to a different part of the house. Try and squeeze some of these models in to the stash. I don't know if you can hear Heather yelling at Jonesy out there because she's trying to cook, and he likes to steal the vegetables. So try and get some of those kits to go in the stash there, which is right, you know, I've got this rolly shelf, and then back here, those are the kits that are behind, right? Can't really totally block this closet off because that would solve a lot of my problems, except for there's the access to the attic space. Yeah, which is not good. Anyway, but clutter-wise, I got a lot of stuff in here, right? So this is the type of stuff that bothers me. Those are the donation kits for the Insanity Holiday Raffle. That's for the Insanity Holiday Raffle, also from MCV Products. I've got my RC truck in here with truck parts. Of course, my bike. The bike is in here. I mean, realistically, why isn't the bike in the basement, right? Well, because this is going to be my winter non-modeling project. I'm going to change some stuff up on this, make it more personalized for me, so that I can start riding in the spring, right? So I'm going to be working on it, repacking the bottom bracket, the headset and stuff, maintenance, new chain, just changing stuff. And I'm going to want to do that in here where it's warm, not in the basement's warm, but it's like 50 degrees warm. Up here it's warm, plus all my tools. There's my toolbox. But so I want to get rid of some of this stuff, downsize that. That's like cardboard boxes and stuff. I decided to start saving some of those because I've had to mail out a couple of model kits in the past month, and I had to go buy boxes. So I'm going to break boxes down, find a home for those. Those stairs, those are for our cat that passed away a little over a year ago, Nugget. Those were so she could get up on the bed. Those don't need to be in here anymore. I could actually bring those downstairs. I'd like to downsize that whole table somehow. I'm thinking maybe if I move some of that stuff, I can put the photo booth over there, downsize that table so that it's not as big. I don't know. And then this whole setup is out of necessity because I have nowhere else to put any of this stuff. So I'm thinking if I can figure out a way to just rearrange and move stuff around. I've got milk crates are my best friend, right? I get all the milk crates I need from work. So I've got like comic books and books in there. I could figure out what to do with that. I've got kits under there and milk crates. I've got I'm trying not to make everybody sick. Stuff under there, milk crates that I could find a home for if I just tidy this place up a little bit and kind of get rid of some of this stuff. So that's the goal for today. Let me flip this around one more time just to say goodbye. Okay, so funny story. I just spoke to my phone for 7 minutes without hitting the record button. Anyway, so that's the goal for today, to declutter this room. I've totally lost my train of thought because I just legitimately talked to the camera for 7 minutes with it on recording. What an idiot. What was I saying? Okay, so I got to declutter the room. Before, I was in a slump, and I think that had something to do with it. And I know a lot of you guys will say, the room is not cluttered. It's not a mess. There's plenty of space there. And for you guys, it could be true. But for me, it's not. Mentally, I need to have things clean, open spaces type of deal, but organized at the same time. So that's the plan for today. Hopefully get this place in order so that I can come back in here and feel like I want to be in the room. I'm looking around, and I'm actually looking at the space above my desk, and I might pack up some of that stuff too. Maybe some of the stuff needs to be packed up. I don't know. Like these old kits here, the ones that aren't in cases, which is those 3 shelves of models that aren't in actual cases. Maybe I should pack those up and put them downstairs. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyway, that's the goal for today. Get this place cleaned up and back in order. And hopefully have it done by 4 o'clock so that I can hop on the live and hang out with you guys. So, wish me luck. And I want to say thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And as always, please check out everybody linked in the description of the video. They're going to appreciate it just as much, if not more, than I do. And hopefully, the next time I see you in video, I'll have a recap of what the room looks like. Because I'm planning for it to look much, much different. Well, not much different. Different enough. I'll be happy with different enough. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.